Hey guys, welcome to my channel Run Free and Strong. I'm Rayto. In today's video, we'll cover some exciting new features and capabilities of the Stryd Footpod made available in its new Android app update. 1 week ago, on February 2nd, 2021, Stryd launched what it calls one of its most significant Android app updates to its Stryd Footpod. It catches up the Stryd Android app with the iOS app, which was updated on October 14th, 2020. I've been using the Stryd Footpod for about 6 months. Together with the Garmin 945 GPS watch and the Garmin HRM Pro heart rate chest strap, I use these tools to track, analyze, and action my running data. Before we get into it, 2 points of disclosure. First, this is not a full and comprehensive review of the Stryd Footpod. There are many excellent reviews already online. Second, I pay for the Stryd Footpod with my own money. No one paid for the Stryd Footpod or asked me to do this review. The Stryd update brings exciting new features and capabilities to Android mobile devices. To access these new Stryd features on an Android mobile device requires downloading the latest Stryd Android update from the Google Play Store, version 7.2 or later. First, the Stryd update brings advanced, powerful post-run analysis in both graphical and map format to Android devices. Second, it exposes very useful additional metrics that were not available before. Stryd has created an intuitive user interface that enables us to customize what we want to see and what we want to do. So let's open a Stryd app on an Android phone. We're going to find an activity. This is an 11-mile Saturday long run. At the top we can see a graph of power in watts against an elevation profile. In the middle we can see a summary of the key metrics, and then we can see a list of all the splits for the 11-mile run. We can see a map of the route we ran, and we can see the metrics with key averages. So let's go to the top. First thing we can do here is we can graph additional metrics. There's a list of metrics here. Let's just pick a couple. We're going to look at pace, we're going to look at cadence, and we're going to look at stride length. We can see these, and as we scroll across the top, we can see the averages here. We can see, for example, the average was 182 strides per minute. The average stride length was 1.03 meters. And we can navigate through second by second our run, and we can see the metrics very clearly. So we can see, depending where we are on the run, for example, cadence change, stride length change, and so on. And we can do a little bit more of a drill down if we want to. So we can go to the splits, and let's just pick 1 mile 6. So we see this in 2 ways. We see the graph at the top, the same metrics we had before. We could go back and toggle and change these. And we see also on the map below exactly where that 1 mile segment was. We can again navigate through the graph, and we see the pace. We see the cadence change. Let's scroll over a little bit so we see the stride length. And the average metrics reflect the metrics for that segment. For example, the pace is 8 minutes, 11 seconds per mile. The heart rate was 154 beats per minute, the cadence, and so on. And we can toggle here as well and say, hey, let's also include stride length. And then the stride length for that mile segment is 1 meter and 5 centimeters. Let's take a look at a different workout. So that was an 11-mile long run. We also did a lactate threshold workout. And here was a half-mile hill repeat. So we can again toggle here. We want to see for that the pace, the cadence, and the stride length. And now we see this for that half a mile hill repeat. We see it graphically. We also see the map below, where we started, where we ended. So let's navigate through this. We can see the pace, and we can see it as we're getting down to the 6:30 mile pace with a cadence of 192 strides per minute, and we see the stride length is almost 1.3 meters. Stryd has also added a map analysis that is a full screen map of our run with start and finish, and showing with a graph overlay the power as well as the elevation profile. And we can navigate this to see where we are. So as I'm scrolling across the graph, the little yellow dot moves along the course, and I can see exactly where I was running. And I can look at power in watts against elevation profile along the route that I ran. Last but not least, we have the metric averages, and we can look at these as a function of distance and time. So if we click on pace, we see the pace mapped against the elevation profile over time and distance, with the splits shown at the bottom. Stryd exposed two new key metrics that were previously not available. These are stride length as well as grade for a segment, so we can inform the change in terrain. In addition, Stryd now allows more granular analysis of some of the metrics, such as form power ratio, where previously only an average was available for the entire workout, and now we can look at it on a segment by segment basis. In summary, with its major Android update, Stryd provides very powerful and rich visualization, both in graphical and in map form, for post-run analysis, as well as exposing some additional key metrics that will be very useful for us to analyze our run performance. I hope you found this short walkthrough of the Stryd Android app update useful. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you gave the video a big thumbs up, hit that like button, leave me a comment below. Are you currently using a Footpod, Stryd, or other brands? And if you're new to this channel, I would really appreciate if you subscribe to follow my journey. I'll be uploading content Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays every week. Thanks very much for watching, and see you in the next one.